Okay, we got more. We got Eminem, Kyle Kulinski talking about Hakeem Jeffries has to go. Why not you go, Mr. Progressive, Mr. Leftist, go to the Progressive Party? Why are you fighting for the center-right party? It doesn't make any sense if you're a progressive. But the real Dim Shady has a lot to say. Let's hear what he got to go.
All right, guys. So as we covered the other day, I am seeing some light.
That was quick. All right.
All right, guys. So as we covered the other day, I am seeing some life from some Democrats when it comes to this current moment. I think AOC's done a pretty good job being aggressive, focusing on the right issues. I think Bernie Sanders has done a great job.
Oh my gosh!
We saw.
Wait! He did it too. He just did it too. Is this going to be a liberal op here? His wife did it. Cristobal calling Bernie Sanders a Democrat. He just called Bernie Sanders a Democrat. Bernie Sanders is not a Democrat. Do not give the Democrats credit for what Bernie Sanders has done. They killed Bernie Sanders' movement. They didn't want anything to do with Bernie Sanders. They wanted Trump over Bernie Sanders. You have to remember that. In 2016, they cheated him, put Hillary in, almost knowing they were going to lose to Trump. Then Barack Obama in 2020 had everybody drop out and back Biden, except for Elizabeth Warren, the only one that would pull from Bernie Sanders. And so they had the one person stay in that would pull from Bernie. This is crazy already. Do not call Bernie Sanders a Democrat. He is not a Democrat. Do not give them his credit. So this is obviously why I call him the real Dim Shady, Democratic and shady. To call yourself a progressive or leftist and shill for the Democrats like this is pretty shady. But Kyle, please come back. Come back to the left. You were a leftist once. You were a progressive once. This is not progressive, Kyle. This is not leftist. Please come back to the people.
Elon, a Nazi Nepo baby. Raskin's been out there. Maxwell Frost has been killing it. So there are Democrats who are sort of leading the way, right? And not playing this stupid game where you play footsies with the fascists and, maybe we can meet them halfway. Meet them halfway on what? On what? What are you going to meet them halfway on? Look at everything they're doing. Wildly illegal, wildly unconstitutional. Elon deleting programs on a whim. Trump with 17 mental executive orders on a daily basis. What is there to work with them on? Right? So, but look, the worst aspect of the Democrats has been their leadership, right? Chuck Schumer is embarrassing.
So again, beating the dead horse, they had Barack Obama as leadership, a supposed left-wing, populist, progressive. As soon as he got in, no more leadership, he stopped. Bernie Sanders, leadership, progressive, kind of left-wing, they nipped that in the bud. Again, Bernie Sanders the next time, nipped that in the bud. They don't want a populist leader. They're going to have a billionaire adjacent leader. They're going to have somebody that the capitalist class is cool with. You, as a progressive, need to understand this and start talking about the Green Party. Start building the Green Party. It takes the people to do it.
I mean, he's humiliated. First of all, he's 412 years old, right? Second of all, he says stuff like, the people are so... Right?
Oh, sure.
Chuck Schumer is embarrassing. I mean, he's humiliated. First of all, he's 412 years old, right? Second of all, he says stuff like, the people are so aroused. I've never seen them so aroused. I see so many aroused penises. Just,
Is that what he said?
Why are you saying aroused? What? He did that goofy chant the other, we will win. We will win. We will win. He's just not up to the moment, right? The other thing is Hakeem Jeffries is Trashington. Just horrible. He has anti-charisma. He ain't leading nowhere, dog. And so now, look, I've come to the conclusion, both Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, they gotta go. There's just no way around it.
No, Eminem, the people have to go. Leave the Democratic Party. They're showing you who they are. They are who we thought they were. Don't act like there's something different. Just go to the Green Party. Go to the party that has your morals, your principles, your platform. It's already there. You have the platform on YouTube. I think it's 5 million subs. You reach a lot of people. You can help build the Green Party. You can help progressives and left-wingers actually do something rather than vote blue no matter who. Let's change the party who AOC coming in day one. What do you call it? Protesting against Nancy Pelosi. A couple years later on The View, calling her Mama Bear. They will either change you or kick you out. Cori Bush got kicked out. AOC got changed. Let's go to the actual Progressive Party, please. Let's do what makes sense.
They have to go. They just have to. So
Yes,
let me
the
walk
people
you
have to
through
go
specifically
from the
why
Democratic
it
Party.
is when it comes to Hakeem Jeffries. So this is in Politico. Look at this. Hakeem Jeffries met privately with Silicon Valley donors in bid to mend fences. The meeting comes as the tech world has lurched rightward in the second Donald Trump era. Yes, you heard that right. And you understand it. Hakeem Jeffries, instead of getting the resistance together, right, having a plan of action, immediately getting into like 14 different lawsuits to stop the rampant illegality, instead of doing anything productive, he rushes to Silicon Valley multi-millionaires and billionaires and CEOs and says, wait, we're still cool, right? You guys are still going to back us, right? You guys are still going to give us money, right?
Okay, now you're still going to back the Democrats. I don't understand. Everybody, all these centrists right here, we're going to do the majority reporting next. We did Breaking Points with Crystal Ball. We got Dim and Them. We'll do majority reporting next. All these centrists, back in the blue, no matter who. There's a party that has the platform that you guys say you want, but you won't back that party. All you guys have a big enough platform that if you three that I just mentioned, Breaking Point, Secular Talk, and Majority Report, if all you back the Green Party for even a month, all the other guys would jump on board. You guys talk to Mike Ficarillo and the left mafia that's all liberal supporting the Democrats. You guys all have a platform that you can make this happen. You can make it happen a lot faster. We're going to make it happen. It might take a little bit longer than it should, but if you get on board with your own principles, your own morals, and back the party that has your platform, then we'll be good pretty soon, Dim and Them. Come on, man. Green it up.
He's concerned about the donations. Let's
the
dive
Greens are
into it,
concerned
and then
about
I'll
the
break
people.
it down further for you. Democratic House Leader Hakeem Jeffries quietly met with more than 150 Silicon Valley-based donors last week in California, an early step in Democrats' efforts to repair relationships with a once deep blue constituency. Excuse me, you want to talk about repairing relationships? If you gave the single slightest shit about the voters and about winning, step number one would be, we're going to Arab Americans, we're going to Muslim Americans, we're going to Dearborn, Michigan, we're going to young people, we're going to hear them out, we're going to see what their concerns are, and we're going to make the party responsive to the people.
Bernie Sanders already did that. We know what they want. You know what they want. You go over it all the time. Universal health care, all that stuff, housing, a higher minimum wage, maybe a UBI. Easier access to college, be it free state college or whatever, free pre-K education so mothers can either go to work or whatever. But we know what we want, and you act like you. What are you talking about? Everything the Green Party has, that's what the people want. So why not talk about them? Why are you talking about Hakeem Jeffries and this whole thing? You're not going to talk about the Green Party once, I bet.
That's what you would do. If you cared about winning elections, if you cared about making the party better.
Why make the party better? It's a terrible party.
Silicon Valley executives. But again, what is he cares about? The money.
Why make the party better? Why not go to the good party and make it
more money
bigger?
Than Donald Trump, right? The idea that the money is the end all be all.
So my thing is this. Is it easier to change a party's politics when their fundamental politics or the wealthy run the thing? Or is it easier to go to a party that shares your politics and then build it up, fill it up? Especially when you already have a bunch of people who watch you. You already have a platform, and you know people with platforms that you could get people to do things if you ask them to.
Well, it's just factually not true. And then also, why would you want these people as part of the coalition if now Silicon Valley is ripping the mask off itself and we're seeing what Elon Musk is really about, we're seeing what Peter Thiel is really about, we're seeing what Mark Andreessen is really about? These guys are robber barons with a robber baron agenda. So your goal is to kowtow to them, which means you want to be in favor of a robber baron agenda as well? The meet and greet in Tony Los Altos Hills came at a precarious moment for Democrats in the tech world, which has lurched rightward in the second Donald Trump era. The world's wealthiest tech mogul is upending Washington, and Democratic leaders are facing criticism from their own base for their halting response. Jeffries, meanwhile, was on the West Coast, seemingly trying to avoid the next Elon... Are you kidding me? Your way of trying to avoid the next Elon Musk is to go schmooze with these Silicon Valley executives, these multimillionaires and these billionaires?
That's the Democrat way.
Hey, this is Brunson, and in a couple
why does that... So these liberals, these so-called leftists that say they want the people thing, why are you backing the Democrats still? Yes, they're going to go to the billionaires. No, they're not going to go to the people. So why do you say you're a leftist, a progressive, but you're going to back Democrats? It makes no sense.
You should be drawing a line in the sand and making it clear.
Yes, you should be. See,
no, they are.
Kyle needs to do this show in front of the mirror. He needs to be in front of the mirror instead of the camera for the next week or two, because everything he's saying to the leaders of the Democratic Party, he needs to be saying to himself.
Enemy. The robber barons are our enemy. Our whole party is going to be based on calling out the robber barons.
If you want the party based on calling out the robber barons, just go to that party. Don't try to change the party that sucks up to the robber barons. It makes no sense.
Would be the equivalent of if Donald Trump, who built his whole campaign on being against undocumented immigrants, if he was like meeting with undocumented immigrants and being like, what do you guys want from us? We'll do whatever you want.
No. That's not what it would be like. The Democrats didn't build their party on that. You act like they did. Bernie Sanders built a movement on that, and the Democrats kicked that movement out. They said they wanted nothing to do with that. Don't act like the Democrats are against billionaires or on this people party movement type stuff. You're full of shit.
This would be the equivalent of if Donald Trump, with these Silicon Valley executives, these multimillionaires and these billionaires, you should be drawing a line in the sand and making clear, no, they are our enemy. The robber barons are our enemy. Our whole party is going to be based on calling out the robber barons.
It's going to be. No, it's not going to be.
This would be the equivalent of if Donald Trump, who built his whole campaign on being against undocumented immigrants, if he was like meeting with undocumented immigrants and being like, what do you guys want from us?
So, but the key thing is he said it's like if our party was going to be, then it would be like Donald Trump doing this. But the party's not about that. So it's a false equivalence. Like that... Good pause, homeboy. It's, like, really? Are you serious? That makes absolutely no sense. If the party was going to be the good party, then it would be like this. No, it's not going to be the good party. Them, you need to pull your head out, my dude. Pull your head out all the way, please.
Wouldn't that sort of undermine the whole purpose of Donald Trump and his Republican Party? Their main thesis is we hate trans people and we hate immigrants. Right?
Okay, but they kind of say that and show that, right? The Democrats don't say that they're for the people or that they're against the whatever you said, they're against the billionaire class. They are pro-billionaire class. They say it and they show it. They kicked out the one who was for the people. It's madness.
Democrats need to say our whole thesis is the corporations have way too much power.
What they need
fuck
to
the
say.
Robber barons, and we're gonna rein in the ultra wealthy who are ruining our country by rigging the rules in their favor and screwing over working people.
No.
This undermines everything
That's not what the Democrats need to say, because that's not what the Democrats believe. The Democrats need to say exactly what they're saying, because that's what they believe. You have the Green Party, the DSA, the Republicans, you have the Libertarian Party. They all say what they believe. So the thing is this. Have the cojones to go to the party that you agree with. Why go to a lesser evil and boost this, you're good because you vote for evil, even just because it's lesser than the more evil? I mean, the Democrats were really bad in the 90s. Barack Obama fined people for not being able to afford health care. What's worse to you is not worse to everybody. Some people think Joe Biden and his crime bill and what Bill Clinton did with the crime bill and the welfare system and stuff was terrible for minorities. But hey, it's okay. You wanted to vote for a genocide. Trump stops the genocide and wants to move the people out. What's worse, killing them all or moving them all? I don't know. It's not for me to say per se, but I mean, you want a genocide, they want to move people. I don't know. I'd rather be moved than die, but you know, I'm not there or in that situation. So that, but still, I mean, I'd rather Green Party style and stop war. We don't even give Israel weapons or money. If you're gonna kill people, you don't get these defensive weapons because you're using them offensively. But I digress, getting a little bit off topic.
That the party is supposed to be about. Entrepreneurs from Musk to Meta's Mark Zuckerberg and venture capitalist Mark Andreessen, all once card-carrying Democrats, are now aligning themselves with Trump. Zuckerberg visited the White House for meetings on Thursday. In North Carolina, Jeffries and Representative Sam LaCarter...
So Zuckerberg was a Democrat, what, 4 or 5 months ago? Elon Musk was a Democrat like a year or two ago. He was really anti-Trump, at least at the beginning. I don't know when he got on the Trump train, but... all these people, they don't care. It doesn't matter which party wins. They're going to jump on the party because they're going to make money no matter who's doing it. They're going to have influence, get to go to Hillary's wedding or Trump's wedding or whatever. They all kick it and share.
It's nonsense. The freshman Democrat who represents part of Silicon Valley, were working to stem further defections and to rally Democratic-leaning donors to their side. I can't with these people. I mean, this is
if you can't with these people,
this is embarrassing.
Then why aren't you
this is like
doing something else?
Oh my goodness. It looks like all of the robber barons want to be Republicans because the Republican agenda is purely to support the robber barons and screw over working people. How do we get to keep some of the robber barons on our side? Guys, to a competent political party, this would be what the Republicans are doing and Silicon Valley is doing. This is a gift on a silver platter to the Democrats because it opens up the door for you to finally course correct and for you to finally...
Bernie Sanders came out of nowhere. He was a gift to the Democrats on a silver platter. They had the people, they had the movement. If they would have fed that movement, used that movement, they would have won like FDR style. We would have had 2 terms of Bernie. Bernie would have probably put AOC up next or whatever. Not like put him up, but like, you know, we'd run, we'd help, whatever, like people compete, whatever. But that's not what they wanted. They do not want your politics, Kyle. Or at least the politics you say you want. Now, Kyle, if you really want the politics you say you want, you're not a Democrat. You need to stop doing this. You just need to stop. DSA, PSL, start your own party. Go independent. Stop acting like the Democrats are going to help anybody. You are only hurting people by doing this. You need to... That's why I call them the real dim shady, right? You got to be shady to say you're a Democrat and to say you're a progressive and a Democrat, right? You can't be a progressive and push the Democrats like this. It's not true. It's misleading. It's just a farce.
Really say, you know what? We're done. We're done taking any corporate money whatsoever. We're done taking any billionaire money whatsoever. From now on, this party, my word to all you people is only small dollar donations.
It's already
Don't
there.
even bother sending a contribution that's over $999. We don't want any contributions that are 4 digits or more. None. Because we want to represent the grandma in Cleveland, the uncle in Tuscaloosa, right? The kid in Chicago. Like, we're here to represent the people. We're here to deliver for you higher wages and universal health care and get the corruption out of the system.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. We had the person. Again, just beating this dead horse. We had Bernie there doing it, saying all these things. They don't want that. The Democrats do not want that. Stop, 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 stop. You're only hurting people and you're stopping the movement, stopping anything. If the Democrats told you who they are who I know they are who most any leftist thinks they are. Why are you doing this? Are you getting paid by them?
No more money in politics. No more billionaire bribes. No more corporate bribes. This was an opportunity to say, oh my God, look, all of the robber barons are on the Republican side, and you go to the public and say, look at these motherfuckers. They're snuggling up to the robber barons who are destroying our country. If you wonder where our problems stem from, it's right there. It's Elon Musk, it's Peter Thiel, it's Mark Andreessen, it's all these fucking assholes who want tax cuts for themselves and deregulation for themselves and lower wages for you and no health care for you, and they want to replace your job with AI. A competent, functioning political party, this would be an opportunity for them Literally, the last thing you should do is go on your hands and knees to Silicon Valley, beg, can some of you please still donate to the Democrats, please? By the way, how are you ever going to outdo the Republicans when it comes to cucking yourselves to the robber barons? It's not possible. Their whole agenda is about the robber barons. They want to...
Man, one of the top cucks talking about cucks. I ain't never seen someone so hard up like he is for the Democrats, knowing what he knows. Like, he is one of the reasons, like, I've been left, but he is one of the reasons that I'm so solidified left and can't be a Democrat, can't vote for a Democrat. And now he is just talking about other people cucking when this is the most cuckery cuckness that I've ever cucked seen. Like, it's Tom Cuckery.
Eliminate the CFPB, they want to eliminate the NLRB, they want to deregulate, they want tax cuts for the rich, they want more subsidies for these assholes. The Republican project, the whole idea is, let's have billionaire dictators who run everything. So what do you think you would have to do to compete with that? You'd have to be in favor of all of that stuff and then some. Yeah, we'll get rid of the CFPB, we'll get rid of the NLRB, we'll screw over unions, we'll lower wages, we'll give you all the money you want, both in tax cuts and in corporate welfare subsidies. And if you...
Let's see what a long-standing Democrat has to say about this.
I'm sure that you would agree that your service in the Senate up to this point has not reflected any particular concern for the larger contributors.
Well, the fortunate thing is I didn't have many larger contributors, and the only reason... See, I went to the big guys for the money. I was ready to prostitute myself in the manner in which I talk about it. But what happened was they said, come back when you're 40, son. And so I had to go out.
And they're clapping.
Well, I had to go to a number of small contributors.
Well, I think we're all great.
Kyle knows this, right? So here he is. Let's back to Dem.
You do that, again, your base goes, fuck off, we don't like you, we don't want...
They've been doing that. I showed you for a long time. They've been doing that. He knows this. Go green.
We need somebody who's going to fight for the people and stand up to the MAGA fascists. That's what we want.
What did you just hear? Are they going to stand up to the fascists, or are they going to wait when they're 29? Are they going to wait till they're 40 so that they can prostitute themselves?
Now, if this wasn't bad enough, which it is.
Oh my gosh.
Which it is. This is the last place you should be.
Yes, the Democratic Party is the last place you should be.
Step number one in trying to fix the Democratic Party.
No!
You go to Muslim Americans, you go to Arab Americans, you go to Dearborn, Michigan, and you go to young people, and you go, hey, dog, our bad. We sort of lost our way. We sort of represented wealthy interests too much.
Hey, dog, our bad.
You know what? We're in favor of cutting off all weapons to Israel. That's what we're in favor of. We're in favor of forcing peace on Israel.
My bad. And then say some words. The Democratic Party's been saying words. Long time. No backup. They don't back up the words. Why and what are you doing? Again, what are you doing? Kyle Kulinski. What are you doing? Stop. This is so fucking dangerous. You're just gonna keep people, your audience, captured to the center-right Democratic Party that is feckless, has no morals, has no leadership, has no guidance, has no nothing. There's a party that does not have great leadership right now. I'll give you that. There's a party that has your morals, your platform, everything. All we need is to build. It takes the people to build a people's party. So we need people to come to the actual people's party. It takes money to build a Democratic Party, to build the Republican Party. It takes money. It takes people to build a people party. And to get people to hear, understand, know, it takes advertising, teaching, whatever you want to call it. It takes your YouTube channels. If we can ever get on ABC, NBC, things like that, even Fox News, I guarantee we will be on Fox News before we're on MSNBC, CNN, or ABC. I don't know about ABC as much. We might get on ABC before, but guarantee we're on Fox News before we're on CNN or MSNBC. This dude, you need to get on board, man. Talking all this stupid stuff, yes. The Democrats aren't going to do none of this stuff you're talking about. You know they're not. Don't act like they are, and it's dangerous that you act that you want to tell people that they might.
Arresting Netanyahu in accordance with the ICC decision. That's what we're in favor of. Hey, young people, you know what? we're in favor of universal health care. We're in favor of wiping out all medical debt. We're in favor of
Obama said this stuff. He got in office, did nothing. Democrats will say it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Who's about it? Democrats aren't. At least let's find out if the Greens are. But if we make the Greens big, it'll be you. It'll be me. It'll be the person next to you. It'll be the person next to them. It'll be us, the people that make it big. Again, when the people's party, the people got to fill it. Fill it up.
Wiping out all student loan debt. You know what? This is what we got to do. We got to lean into this. We got to be the party of FDR. We're here. We're back. This is what we're going to stand for. Fuck the robber barons. Fuck corporate America. This is what our thing is now. Instead of doing that, they ran to the billionaires. They ran, oh, can you guys please stay with us? We'll give you more of what you want to.
Exactly, yes, because you build these parties, you build capitalist parties on money.
You're doubling down on the thing that made it unpopular in the first place. Okay, but I said it's going to get worse. It does get worse. Ready?
Oh, let's hear it.
So here's a clip on CNN. Hakeem Jeffries. Listen to what he says here. This is astonishing.
Did you know that Amazon has a $50 million fund that they have to pay out?
As he says it's going to get worse, he's still going to be saying vote blue no matter who. Let's hear his excuses.
I'm trying to figure out what leverage we actually have. What leverage do we have? They control the House, the Senate, and the presidency.
The Democrats had that at one time.
Government.
Barack.
What leverage do we have?
None.
Let me
Give
ask you a
up.
question. When Republicans are in the minority, in the House, in the Senate, in the President, let's say...
Ooh, I didn't even say that last time. I didn't even think of that. Mitch McConnell said we're going to block everything Barack wants to do. I think they even said they were going to try to make him a one-term president.
The Democrats have a trifecta. Have you ever in your life heard a Republican talk like this?
No.
If Democrats have control of everything...
This is part of the duopoly. This is part of the game. It's WWE. They dance, they play. They're not actually body slamming each other. It does hurt a little bit. They go back and forth, but it's a play. The Democrats don't go hard, don't go strong. They don't codify Roe versus Wade or implement universal health care. You wouldn't even have to codify universal health care. You implement universal health care, and in 1 year, nobody would ever want to go back. You couldn't go back. You can't go back in any country. You go to Canada, any European country, any country that has universal health care. You got those few people who are, you got lines, you got to wait in line. Where don't you have to wait in line? Where you ever been that more than 5 people want to go that you don't wait in line? You go to McDonald's, you got to wait in line. McDonald's ain't even important. Yeah, you got to eat, but I'm just saying. Anywhere you go that people need to be, you're going to wait in line. In America, you don't wait in line. You don't go to the hospital a lot of times because you know you ain't getting nothing, so you don't even get in line. At least you get to get in line. I digress.
Is this what Republicans say?
No, it's not.
They say,
they fight.
hey, what leverage do we have? There's nothing we could do. Like, I'm trying to figure out, well, what are we supposed to do here? Have you ever heard a Republican talk like that?
Nah.
In 2009, when the Democrats had a super majority.
Ooh,
you remember what happened? You remember what happened?
We got universal health care.
You had John Boehner.
So what we had was we got what he's telling you to do. We voted for Barack Obama. We voted for the House, the Senate. We had a super majority, exactly what the Democrats could do. Anything. This is what he's telling you to go for now. Remember, in 2009, we got universal health care. We got a UBI. They raised the minimum wage. The housing crisis, instead of giving money to the corporations, Barack Obama said, my bad, Bush gave all these corporations money, I'm going to give the people money. Barack Obama sent a $100,000 check to every person so that they could buy a car, spend on their house, and do whatever they needed so that the economy could just flow. Wait a second, none of that happened. I forgot. They didn't do shit.
Mitch McConnell, a bunch of the Republicans got together in a literal smoke-filled back room. And they said, here's our plan moving forward. Barack Obama gets nothing accomplished, and he's a one-term president. Right. Even if Barack Obama comes to us and says, I agree with you on your ideas, we're going to go, no, we're not going to get anything passed. We don't want to pass anything. They obstructed. They shattered the filibuster record every step of the way. They had a plan. They executed that plan. And most importantly, they were full court press in the meeting.
Okay, so if the Democrats have a supermajority and have a plan, would that not trump the minority with the plan? The Democrats' plan is not to beat the Republicans. It's to win every now and then, say the stuff that the people want to hear, give the people hope, get beat up, and make the people feel like we tried, and then get up and fight again. Stop it. Stop it. Just go to where you know you're wanted. Don't go, like, even Crystal Ball was talking about Joe Biden is like an abusive spouse. The Democrats are like that abusive spouse that you just can't leave. They're just beating you down. They're not helping you. They're not doing anything for you. Let's go somewhere where they will help you. They will at least try to make the community life in the world better. The Democrats are not that.
Media, right? They always had a response. They always had an argument. They always had a way of saying, these Democrats are crazy, even though, of course, it's the reverse and the Republicans are insane. They always had something where they were like, hey, we're not just going to lay down on a chalk outline of ourselves on the ground. We got to find a way. That's the fucking polar opposite of what Hakeem Jeffries does. And this is why you get people say, oh, man, it's like our democracy is choreographed. It's like it's all kabuki theater. The Republicans are all lions and super strong, whether they're the minority or the majority. And the Democrats are always hopeless weaklings. Even when they win, it's, oh, not sure we can do that. Oh, the parliamentarian kind of blocked us. Oh, I don't like it. Guys, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Go to the mirror and say that exactly. What are we doing here? Why are you backing the people that you are talking about like this? What is the point? What is the point of backing the Democrats if they're just kabuki theater? What are you doing to your audience? What are you selling? What kind of information? What is this? Why would you do this? You're like, oh, they're not real. They're kabuki theater. They have no spine. They can't do shit for you. But let's back them. They're going to go to the billionaires. What is wrong with you? Crystal Ball, slap him. Please.
The troops, if you want to come out and lead the resistance, which is literally your fucking job.
No, Kyle, it's your fucking job. You said you were a left-wing pundit. You said you were this political person who's for the people. You're supposed to inform the people and let them know their options. The Democratic Party, fine, talk about them. Let them know the option of them and talk about them exactly like you are. Talk about the Republicans like you are. But then talk about the Green Party like you don't. But like they have the platform that you say you want. And if you did that, give everybody the information and then let them choose. But you're hiding information and you're calling Bernie Sanders a Democrat at that. You're lying. You're lying to people and you're keeping them on the right. You are. It's messed up. You should not be doing this.
What you said earlier, too, I wanted to go back to what you said about our left party. We don't have a left party in the United States. The Democratic Party is not a left party.
Preach.
The Democratic Party is a center or center conservative party. We do not advocate for, we can't even get a floor vote on Medicare for all.
No can.
Not even a floor vote that gets voted down. We can't even get a vote on it. So this is not a left party.
Kyle knows this. Kyle has covered that video. Kyle has talked about almost everything I've ever said on any of my videos and ever will say. He knows these things. But he has TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. He's captured by the moment. But we need to wake him up. And he needs to help us fill the Green Party if he's really supposed to be a progressive left-winger. The Democrats are admittedly not a left-wing party. They are right, center-right. They do not want universal health care. They do not care about you. They care about the billionaires. They care about the money.
You got to go out there and say, hey, dog, we're working on 78 different lawsuits right now because everything Elon Musk is doing is wildly illegal and wildly unconstitutional. Not a court in America would say that he's allowed to do what he's doing. We're prepping
Robert Barron's knocked the economy down in 1920, whatever, 31 or whatever, 29, 31. This is America. Who started this? Plantation owners. The robber barons. The rich taking from the people on the land. That is what capitalism is. What are you talking about?
78 different lawsuits now. We're not stopping on that front. We are flooding the zone and making calls to congresspeople and senators all the time, thousands of calls every single day to make sure that they do not continue with their robber baron agenda. We got bodies in the streets every single day. We are organizing behind the scenes.
Okay, so what the Green Party is going to do, we're going to organize, we're going to build food forests, we're going to organize, we're going to do things like when we're gonna go for minimum wage, right? We're gonna try to up the minimum wage and so shut down downtown or shut down around the senator's place, right? Don't mess with regular people. But he ain't talking about doing nothing. Like anyway, like there's almost really no need to protest anymore. Just do what needs to be done. Let's go build food forests. We'll go put coaches in areas where they need some. Like if you need an after school program, let's put a coach and a teacher, a couple people there, so that we can do some after school programs. The Green Party will run some after school programs, run some weekend programs, help you work with your kids and stuff like that. But just do the thing that needs to be done. Don't talk about it, be about it. Stop flapping your jaws. All the Democrats do is stop it. Just let's do it. This guy has the platform to where he could get people to really get shit done, but you don't want to do it. You just want to talk politics in the old-fashioned right versus left, Democrat, not even right versus left, just Democrat versus Republican bullshit. You're full of shit. You need to pull your head out your ass and get with, if you want to call yourself a progressive, get with the Progressive Party.
Doing every single thing we can, using every lever of power that we have. We are going to the extent that we can from the minority, we are going to use the bully pulpit. We're going to go out there in the media. We're going to make our case to the American people. We're going to call out all the crimes and the illegality and all of the gifts for the robber barons and all the imperialism and the warmongering. We are on it. We are on it.
Even if they said it, they wouldn't mean it.
Position vis-a-vis the numbers right now, but we're going to do every single thing we can under the sun to make sure that our voice gets heard, our agenda gets heard, and we block as much as we can of their absolute insanity and put a spotlight on it so the American people know about it.
Assalamu alaikum.
Humiliating.
Oh my gosh.
It's humiliating.
You should be humiliated by the way you're talking.
These are the stories about Hakeem Jeffries right now. These are the stories.
And this is the party you're backing?
Met with Silicon Valley big money donors because he's scared that all of them are going to go to the Republicans. I hope all of them go to the Republicans. All of you, go. We don't want you. We don't need you. Your ideas are contrary.
And when the Democrats become a we with you, you weren't saying we about the Democrats. Maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't know when the switch happened. Was it during Kamala? Was it the first time Trump ran? This time I might look up some old videos and see when he would say they about the Democrats, but the Democrats are we now? Whoa, it's very disappointing, my dude.
To what democratic ideas are supposed to be. If you're a wealthy person in Silicon Valley, what do you want? You want more deregulation, you want more tax cuts for the rich, you want more subsidies for yourself to work on AI or whatever other bullshit. Right? I don't want any of those things. I hope you all go to the Republicans. And by the way, I'm going to use that fact to say, I'm against those guys. I'm against the robber barons. So I need you, regular American, to donate $5 to us, donate $10 to us, donate $20 to us. Because again, what my agenda is, I'm going to raise the minimum wage. I'm going to get us universal health care. I'm going to do a 4-day work week. I'm going to get money out of politics. Go down the list, right? Go down.
Okay, Kyle. There's a party that vibes with all of that. Also adding in permaculture and some other things. Democrats aren't about that. You know they're not about that. Why? What?
Down the list. I'm going to fight for unions so everybody gets better wages. But no, this is what
Joe Biden was just union busting like a year or two ago. And you did a report on it. You're one of the reasons why I know.
You get. It's humiliating. Hakeem Jeffries has to go. Chuck Schumer has to go.
Oh
and leaders will naturally emerge. They will naturally emerge.
Unfortunately, you don't pick Wait a second. Bernie Sanders naturally emerged. He was trying to push Elizabeth Warren to run in 2016. Bernie Sanders did not want to run that campaign. And then when he decided to run the campaign because Elizabeth Warren wouldn't run, he ran it just as an issue-based campaign that he wanted to get to talk about some things and hoping that he could make Hillary Clinton talk about some of those things. And he did not think at all he would get the movement that he had. He didn't think that people were going to do this. He didn't take his campaign seriously until like the last 3 or 4 months, maybe 6 months. I don't know. But it's just crazy. Yeah, and then AOC. should she not be the chair or head of whatever thing she ran for, and they voted that 72 or 77-year-old dude in who has esophageal cancer? You can have a movement within the Democratic Party that gets you so far. It's been proven. Barack Obama was the total test case, but he was a liberal and a right, like a center-right, moderate Republican liberal. So he ran the test case, knew what he could do, and showed that we could do a movement. But he did his movement, said, calm down, quiet down, go home. Bernie Sanders ran the movement just thinking, oh, I'm just going to say some words and then just get some people hype and try to pull Hillary to the left. When you say the right thing, people love you. Bernie, come on over to the Green Party. Just be our headmaster, whatever you want to call it, and run to every state. Throw your rallies in every big city, every small city, everywhere, all 50 states, plus the territories. Go everywhere and just get people hype for the Green Party. Get them to fill the Green Party. You run those rallies, Bernie. You run those rallies. I guarantee you, if Bernie ran those rallies, we would win so much in 2 years. We'd have some mayors. I bet Butch Ware would win the California mayor. I'm running for Senate in Hawaii. I may win. We'll see. But if Bernie came and helped me out, hey. But if he ran around everywhere, we would get some people in. And if he got his rallies and kept it going for 4 years of Bernie rallies, 4 years, 3.5, whatever it would be, we would win 2028. We would beat whatever feckless person the Democrats put up, and then either J.D. Vance or Trump Jr., both nonsensical. We would have a charismatic, left-wing, progressive, be it Butch Ware, be it Jill Stein. Hey, Bernie, you want to run? Hey, I'm down. I don't even think he wants to, but still. Come and just party with it. Run the rallies, and you could just live life out like that. Fucking kicking it, Bernie. Come on.
Leaders, they just come out of the ether and step up to the moment, right?
And get knocked down by the Democratic Party if they do it in the Democratic Party. So what are you talking about?
But it ain't Hakeem Jeffries and it ain't Chuck Schumer. And everybody needs to understand that. In fact, I think you guys should call and say, get rid of Hakeem Jeffries. Get rid of Chuck Schumer.
No, you guys should call the Green Party. He's just going to say, there's not anybody in the Democratic Party that we should follow. Just leave the Democratic Party. Go to the Green Party. Make it easy.
Not up to snuff. Right now, we need obstruction. We need defiance. We need to stand up to the fascists. And we need to build
we need community organizing. We need to just go out and do the thing that needs to be done. Build food forests around low-income schools and low-income areas, housing areas. Oh my gosh. Obstruct. Yeah, I mean, obstruct a little bit, but I mean, like, you're just nonsensical. The Democrats aren't going to do shit.
Positive case for democratic ideas, and these people don't even agree on what those democratic ideas should be.
Right, so why are you backing them so hard?
This is a deal breaker. Hey, y'all, do me a favor.
So they don't even have an idea of what their ideas should be, but this is who you're backing. This is because he doesn't understand or get his... What I was trying to say, he doesn't get it because he doesn't get his information from across the spectrum.